Taking this moment to connect with our breath, the state of our mind, and our body. Very gently bending our knees. Draw our knees into our chest. Give them a hug. Extending our right leg forward, lower it all the way down to the floor as we keep our left knee hugged in. And slowly switching sides. And switch again. This time, let your right leg hover above the floor, keeping your belly hugged in and your low back neutral. And slowly switch. And switch. Keeping our leg hovering above the floor, our left knee hugged in. And switch. And draw our left knee into our chest, giving both knees a hug. Let's release our feet down to the floor, extending our legs one at a time. Bring our big toes together to touch. Then cross our right leg over our left. Flex our feet, pressing through our heels. And take our right hand, put it behind our head. Feel our shoulder blade hug onto our back. Then take our left arm, reach it back behind us. And then on our next exhale, let's lift our head and our left arm, and our left hand is going to reach to the midline of our body. Inhale, lower down, reaching our left hand behind us. And then exhale, lifting our head, reaching our left hand towards the midline of our body. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Try not to pull at our head. Just use our hand to support our head. Find a couple more. And lower down. Releasing our arms out to our side, unwind our legs, let our feet relax out. Walk our feet in, bring our big toes together to touch. Then lift our left leg, cross it over our right, flex our feet, press through our heels. Left hand comes behind our head, hug our shoulder blade onto our back. Reach our right hand back behind us. Exhale, lift, reaching our right hand towards the midline of our body. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Couple more times. And let our arms relax out, unwinding our legs. Let our feet soften out. And we're going to bend our knees. Walk our feet out a little bit wider than hip width distance apart. And we're going to reach our hands up to the ceiling. Bend our elbows so that our forearms are about parallel to the ceiling. On our next exhale, lift our right foot and draw our left elbow towards our knee. Release our foot down and switch sides. Right elbow, left knee. And they're just drawing towards each other. They don't have to touch. And lower down. Keeping our feet wide, we're going to continue to switch sides. And we have the option of extending our legs a little bit. So walking our feet out a little bit. Same thing, keeping the low back neutral as we flow. Option to walk the feet out a little bit more. Option to extend our arms out a little bit more. You can use one hand to support your head. Maybe reaching a hand to the outside of your leg. Maybe extending your legs all the way. Keeping the feet wide. And one more time each side. And lower down, let our arms relax out and pause. Bending our knees. Lift our hands up to the ceiling. Lift our feet one at a time so that our knees stack over the top of our hips. So we strengthen the front of our belly in different directions while we shorten the muscles. Now we're going to strengthen them while we lengthen. Take our right hand, reach back. Take our left foot, reach forward. And come back to center. Switch, left hand back, right foot forward. And bring it back up. Right hand back, left foot forward. And come up. Keeping our low back stable as we flow. Only extending out as far as you can control your low back. Inhale as we reach out. Exhale as we come back up. Find one more time each side. And then draw our knees into our chest, give them a hug. Crossing our ankles, lift our feet, rock forward and back until we can flip over onto our bellies. Taking our hands underneath our forehead, softening across the belly, our low back, our hips, soften through our neck, and extend our hands forward, let our forehead rest on the floor. We're going to slide our elbows back a little bit until our elbows are about in line with our shoulders. From here, lift just your right foot, keep your knee on the floor, then lift your left arm, feeling your shoulder blade hug onto your back. Then lower down. Lift your left foot, keep your knee on the floor, lift your right arm, and lower down. Switch sides, and lower. Switch, and lower. Switch, and lower. Switch, and lower. Option, extend your arms a little bit. Lift your right leg, lifting the knee as well as your foot. Lift your left arm. If this doesn't feel comfortable for either joint, shorten your lever length, bringing either the left arm in or lowering the knee down. Lower down and switch sides. Noticing if they feel the same on one side compared to the other as you work from shoulder to opposite hip. Lower down and switch. Lower and switch. Lower, switch. Lower and switch. Continue to flow with your breath. Find one more time each side. And then lower down. Let's take our hands, reach them back to our side, and we're going to slide them underneath our legs with our palms facing up. Shoulders are relaxing down. And then from here, we're going to press our hips into our arms. Lift our feet up off the mat. And then lift them up to a place that's challenging for you. A place where you can still breathe. And then lower our feet down nice and slow. From here, we're going to take our hands, bring them to the side of our chest. Rise up, lifting our head, turning our gaze forward. Cobra. Lower down. Take our hands, slide them back underneath our thighs. Palms face up, shoulders relax down. Then from here, press your hips into your hands. Lift your feet, let them hover. Option to lift your feet up as high as successful for you. Challenging work, but no discomfort, no pain. Lower down. Softening our hips, softening our shoulders. Bring our hands to the side of our chest. Hug our elbows in tight. Lift our head, turn our gaze forward. Option to lift our arms. Maybe start to slide them out halfway. Breathing. Tailbones pressing down, keeping space in our low back. Bring our hands back down. Lower our forehead. Slide our hands back underneath our thighs. Press our hips into our arms. Lift our feet to a place that's challenging for you. Think about lengthening as you lift. Lower our legs down. Slide our hands back out to the side. Bring your elbows in line with shoulders, palms face down. Inhale, lift our head, turn our gaze forward. Bring our arms out to the side and lift them up. You can have bent elbows, you can have straight arms. Draw our arms back, turning our thumbs up. Bring our arms back out to the side. Bring them into our chest. Lower down. Extending our arms back. Let our shoulders soften down. Breathing. Slide our hands underneath our thighs. Lift our feet as we press our hips into our arms. Lower our feet down. Bring our arms out to the side, elbows are bent. Lift our head, lift our arms. Extend them out to a place that honors you. Reach them back, turning your thumbs up. Bring our arms back out to our side. Hands come back down, lower our forehead. Extend our arms back, let our shoulders relax down. Softening. Breathing. Sliding our hands underneath our thighs. Arms are straight. Press our hips into our hands. Lift our legs. Lower them back down. Release our hands, bring them out to our side, creating bent elbows, fingertips pointing forward. Lift our head, lift our arms, extend them out. Turn our thumbs up as we reach our hands back. Holding and breathing. Bring our arms back to our side, lower down. Slide our hands back, let our shoulders sink heavy to the floor. Soften the entire backside of our body. Bring our arms back out to our side, bend our elbows. Lift our head. Lift our right arm, hug our shoulder blade onto our back, and then turn our gaze to the right. As we lift our right shoulder a little bit higher. Put our right shoulder or right elbow down. Lift our left arm, turn our gaze to the left. Put our left arm down. Lift our right arm, gaze to the right. Put our right arm down. Lift our left, turn our gaze to the left. And lower down, lift up, rotating to the right. Lower down, rotate to the left. Lower down, rotate to the right. Exhale as we lower. Inhale as we lift. One more time each side. Lower down, slide our hands underneath our forehead, and relax. Taking our hands to the side of our chest, hug our bellies in, press up and back, child's pose. Rise up, curl our toes under, lift our knees, walk our feet to the center of our mat, and fold. Letting our head hang, neck and shoulders relax. Bend our knees, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend our knees, rise all the way up. Exhale, chair, sink our hips back. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend our knees. Rise all the way up. And chair, sink our hips back. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend our knees, rise all the way up. Hands come to heart center. Release our hands to our side. We're going to step our left foot forward just a little bit so that our right toes line up with our left heel. Feet stay hip width distance apart. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Lengthening a little bit more through the back of our left thigh. Then inhale, bend our knees, rise up halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend our knees again, rise all the way up. And exhale, chair, sinking our hips back. Most of our weight is in our back leg. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Lengthening through the back of our left thigh more than our right. Bending our knees, lift up halfway. And exhale, fold. Bending our knees again. Rise all the way up. And chair, sink our hips back. Most of our weight is in our right leg. Inhale, sweep up, straightening our legs. Exhale, fold. Rise up halfway with bent knees. And lower down. Straightening our legs to what feels good for us. Bending our knees. Rise all the way up. And sink our hips back. Inhale, sweep up. And release our hands to heart center. Hands come to our side. We're going to step our left foot back. And then our right foot forward. And again, we're keeping our feet hip-width distance apart. We just have our left toes in line with our right heel. Now, that could be the back of our heel, the center of our heel, whatever feels right for you. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, bend our knees and fold. When we lower down, lift our tailbone up, straighten both legs to what feels good for you. You're going to feel this more to the back of your right thigh than your left. Bend our knees, rise up halfway, find a flat back. Exhale, fold, lifting our hips up. Bending our knees, rise all the way up. Exhale, chair, sink our hips back. Chest stays lifted as we take more weight to our left foot than our right. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Lifting our hips at the end. Bending our knees, rise up halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend our knees, come up all the way. Exhale, chair, sink our hips back. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Lifting our hips at the end. Bending our knees, rise up halfway. Exhale, fold. Bending our knees, come up all the way. And sink our hips back, chair. Inhale, sweep up. And exhale, fold. Lifting our hips at the end. Bending our knees, rise up halfway. And lower down. Straightening our legs. Bending our knees, come up all the way. And hands to heart center. Step our right foot back. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Let our head go, neck and shoulders relax. Bend our knees, lower our knees down to the mat. We're going to come to our right side, bending our knees, stacking our shoulders, drawing our right elbow underneath our shoulder, left elbow or left shoulder in line with right, knees are bent, left hand comes to our hip. Then we're going to actively press our right knee down to the floor. Keep pressing and then start to lift our hip up off the floor as we keep pressing that right knee down. Then lower our hip down, tap the mat, and rise back up through the outside of our right knee. Lower our hip down, tap the mat, press our right knee, come back up. And lower down, tap, and rise back up. Lower down, we're going to bring our knees together, lift our left foot up to the ceiling. Put it back down, knees stay together. Lift our left foot again, and lower down. One more time, lift, and lower. We're going to take our left hand in front of us, come up, switch sides. That left elbow underneath our shoulder. Right hand comes to our leg, hip, whatever feels good for you. Knees are bent. Drive our left knee into the floor, lift our hip. Lower our hip down, tap, and lift back up. Lower down, tap, lift back up. Lower down and pause. Lift our right heel up to the ceiling. Lower it down. Lift our right heel up, keeping our knees together. And lower down. Lift up. And lower down. We're going to grab a hold of our strap, come onto our back. If you don't have a strap, you can use a towel. Find the center of our strap. Place the bottom of our right foot into the strap. And then you're going to slide the strap down to your heel. So it's just about where your heel meets your arch of your foot. And then you're going to wrap the strap around your hands, slide your hands down the strap until your elbows make it to the floor. Then I want you to bring your leg forward slightly and relax. Letting our right leg soften within our hip joint. Extend our left leg. Take the strap from our right hand to our left. Take our right thumb to the top of our thigh, gently press it away. Reach our right foot over to the left. Keep our right hip on the floor. Lift our right leg up. We're going to take both straps to our right hand, bend our left knee, walk our left foot in line with our tailbone. Strap comes to the outside of our right leg. We're going to bend our knee. Left hand comes behind us. We're going to push off with our left foot, roll to our left side. Option to come onto our belly and toss the strap over our shoulder. You can stay up high on your forearms, elbows. You can walk your elbows forward. You can lower all the way down, maybe placing hands on underneath your forehead, or you can lower your forehead all the way down to the floor. Keep your right knee in line with your hip as you keep your left leg extended. If you're on your belly, slowly rise up. Walk your elbows back underneath you. We're going to roll to our left side and then take the strap. Make sure it's at the bottom of our right foot. We're going to take our left foot inside the strap. Walk our hands up the strap. We're finding a place that's easy for our left leg. We're not looking for a stretch at the back of our thigh. Instead, we're looking for ease in our hip. So slide your hands down, wrap the strap around your hands if your strap is long enough, and then put your elbows on the floor, letting your left leg completely relax, and your shoulders have to support your left leg. Taking a strap from our left hand, place it in our right. Take our left thumb, place it on top of our thigh, press it away. Reach our left foot over to the right. You can extend your leg if you run into your leg. Stretching through the outside of our thigh, outside of our hip. Making sure that we're not jamming our leg into our hip by using our thumb to press our thigh away. Notice if there's any rotation in your left leg. The tendency here is to rotate our left leg out. See if you can rotate your left leg in. Notice how that changes the stretch for you. Lift our left leg up. Strap comes to our left hand. Bend our right leg, put our heel in line with our tailbone. Right hand reaches behind us. Push off through our right foot as we bend our left knee. Roll to our left side. We're tossing the strap over our shoulder. Keeping our left knee reaching towards the front of our mat. We stay here on our side with our bottom knee bent to take the pressure off our hip, or we have the option of rolling onto our belly. Very slowly come up if you're on your belly. Roll to your right side, hugging your knee underneath you, and roll onto your back. And we're going to grab a hold of our blocks and set up for Shavasana. You can use your blocks underneath your knees. You can use your blocks under your head and mid-back for a heart opener. Whatever you choose. Lowering down. If you're choosing the heart opener, make sure that the block that's supporting your spine is going the same length of your spine, and the block that's supporting your head is a little bit higher than the block that's supporting your spine. Palms face up in whatever version we choose. Let's close our eyes. Drawing our awareness back to our bodies. Letting our breath deepen. Invite movement into our hands and our feet, our wrists and our ankles. If we have blocks under our knees, bend our knees and roll to our right side. If we have blocks underneath the back of our body, draw our elbows in close to our body, lift our head, walk our elbows back, lift one elbow at a time as we come up to seated. Let's all meet up in a seated position. Rising up tall through our spine, letting our shoulders relax down. Feel the crown of our head lift up. Our ribs hug in. Notice how we feel. Draw our hands together in front of our heart, sealing in all that we found in this practice. Take it as a gift, whatever you connected with, whatever you found meaningful for you today. Let that be your gift that you walk around with for the days to come. Let that be a gift that you bring back. Namaste.